Hey there, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. My name is Andrew, and in today's episode, we're going to cover the struggles of being a content creator as well as a live Q&A, so you can ask your questions and I can give you some answers on doing live streams, creating content, no matter what platform we're on. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more. If you're a member of the consulting crew, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let's get to it.
Disappointed by reality, trying to come back, start something new, build up yourself, it's all to you. Stay strong no matter what they say, you keep getting better every day. Hold your head up, never gonna stop, fears and proud, stand up and shout. Stand my ground.
As I said, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. My name is Andrew, and in today's episode, we're talking about the struggles of being a content creator. If you are in the live stream with me right now, I do realize that there's an issue with the chat. I am trying to fix that right now, as I see that YouTube is having an issue. So give me 1 second here to see if I can get this taken care of. And hopefully we'll get this back to being proper. This here would classify as one of the struggles of being a content creator, is YouTube being a pain in the butt. For some reason, on today's live stream, it does not want to allow chat. Give me 1 moment here and see if I can get this switched up and working. Don't know why it doesn't want to cooperate today, but this is one of them things. That's why I wanted to talk on the struggles of being a content creator, because you run into issues something like this here, where the host of the show tries to say hello to everybody in the chat and it does not want to function. So let's see if we got this taken care of here. Let's see, there we go. Now it's showing up. Oh, maybe not. Oh, at least the chat to Facebook and YouTube are now working. For some reason, Periscope is saying that it's suspected spam, even though I'm the host of the freaking show. Either way, if you're here in the live stream, feel free to attempt to chat. We'll see if we got that taken care of for you. I'm hoping so. This is one of the many downfalls, is having technical issues like this. We'll see if that fixed it or not. It says that it's enabled there, so we should be good to go. The joys of being a content creator are never ending. The complication of your own perception of yourself and how your viewers are going to perceive you, the topic that you might want to discuss, and having the information you want to share, having things set up to be able to continue a series or make videos in general. Which brings me to the fact that I am working currently on finalizing the list of content ideas. I am currently up to 150 topics that you could cover as a content creator. And these range in all varieties. Some of them are geared towards being gamers. Some of them are geared towards your life in school. And some of you ladies, it would be geared specifically for you for makeup and things like that. I have a long list of content topic ideas that I will be finalizing here shortly, and I will be leaving a link in the description once it is finished for you to be able to download. Hey, there we go. The chat finally popped up. Hey, Michael Mann, what is going on, bruh? Thank you for commenting and letting me know it's finally working. Hey, Kim, thanks for being here. Danny McKenna, what's going on, brother? Thank you for being here. Terrence, inside the labs, what's going on, bruh? Lauren, you should be able to chat now because I'm getting chat from the rest of the community here on YouTube, so you might just have to refresh. Yeah, I'll hit you up after the stream, Terrence. It's been hectic weekend, man. I was talking to the attorneys the other day and wanting to start business and all this good stuff, and it's turning into a bigger problem, but I'll find a workaround one way or another. Hey, there we go. Divided by sight. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, gotta love YouTube, don't you? Some of their little technical bugs are just weird. Why it had the live chat shut off for some reason, I have no idea, but I'm glad I was able to get that fixed. And this is one of the downfalls, as I was saying, to being a content creator, is you have these technical difficulties sometimes, and either you figure out what the issue is and you correct it while you're doing your video or your live stream, or you just work around it and make do with what it is that you're having an issue with, whether it's an audio problem and it's too low or too loud. That's the good thing about having volume buttons. In some cases, like I had a stream not too long ago where it was like super quiet on my end. That is the downfall to having extra pieces of equipment involved with the live stream. Sometimes techs fail, and sometimes they overproduce and you have feedback or extra noise that you don't want. But the best thing you can do is to keep pushing forward. No matter what the issue is, you can always improve later. As Pat Flynn would say, as Dan Courier and Nick and Dee and all the other influencers will tell you, as long as you can improve 1% each video or each live stream, that's all that matters. A little improvement is better than trying to go all out and have a great deal of improvement, because perfect is the enemy of good. Would you rather have a good stream or a good video or something that's perfect that actually is not achievable? Because there is no such thing as a perfect video. You can try and try and try, but you're only making yourself do more work. And the whole point of the majority of us being on YouTube is for the joy of being on YouTube, the joy of being a content creator. Whether you're doing it to make money or not, it's all about the experience that you want to have and the experience you want to give to your viewers. The funner you can make it, the easier you can make it, the more likely it is going to be good. And good is better than perfect any day of the week. Yeah, I'm trying learn. That's the whole purpose of this channel, is for me to help the community. I don't care whether you're blind, visually impaired, or sighted, or not disabled in any way. That is the whole purpose of Consult the Blind Guy, is to be able to help you to make things easier on you as content creator, share my experience and knowledge, and take a lot of the work out of the work for you. Ooh, making more cookies. I'm jealous. I want a cookie. You can just like s- take one of them cookies and push it through the chat, or like push it through the camera somehow. Just saying. What kind of cookies are you making today? Because I know the other day you were talking about some peanut butter and chocolate chip, and them just sound delicious. Hashtag no filter. Exactly. That is me. I'm trying to make everything as quickly and easily available to you as possible. Um, as I said, I've been working on a list today, and I currently have 143 topic ideas for content creators. And I know by the time that I am done, you're going to be looking at close to 200 or more. And as I said, these range in types of content. Just to give you a quick teaser of some of the things that I have on this list that can be used by just about anybody is get to know me. Getting to know you as a content creator is perfect for you to be able to share. Why? Because if you can build that know, like, and trust factor with your audience, the more likely that your audience is going to come back because they know you a little bit more personally. They see things that you like and enjoy on a personal level that may interest them or maybe in common, and it builds that trust and likability factor for you as a content creator to connect with your audience personally. Your favorite genre of music. Yes, that kind of falls into getting to know you, but then you can actually deep dive into your favorite genre of music. Myself, it's kind of hard for me to say I have one specific type of genre that I like in music. As most of you know, I have over 1,000 records in my collection, and that's just my records. If I was to go into my entire music collection, there's way too many to even fathom listing off during a live stream. Their favorite subject in school, again, falls into that get to know me, but you can go deeper into these topics. We'll scroll through here. The first time you ever did a specific thing, whether it was your first time live streaming, your first time on camera, your first time podcasting, blogging, going on a vacation, whatever. Um, 10 things you're never going to do again. Truth or dare in a public format. Improv comedy hour for a live stream. Uh, how to beat a game on hard mode. Building a gaming PC for big bucks. Um, 10 best action games or film and animation. There's just a ton here for ideas that you could do related to everything. As I was saying, there is literally 140 plus already on this list and I plan on finishing this off after the stream, and it's going to be close to 200 or more for you to have completely free. No problem, Kim. I'm glad that you were able to find the videos from Pat Flynn. He is awesome. Baking chocolate chip had a hiccup with them, but want to get them done first. Ooh, chocolate chip cookies. They're always good, especially when they first get done. Hey, Rebecca, thanks for joining us. Let's see what you said here. I found my ability to think outside the box has helped me build my channel. Yes, that is one definite way that you can build your channel, is to think outside the box. Yes, Michael, that is definitely going to be one valuable list. I have been racking my brain ever since the other day, talking with Karma Cashflow on what I'm going to be doing in the next couple weeks, which I would like to mention here. I am in the process right now of planning out my very first course, and it will be covering everything I can think of on YouTube. I have been literally here on YouTube since day one of February 14th, 2005. And I've got a great deal of knowledge, and the longer I'm on here, the more I'm learning, and the more I'm learning about the other social media platforms. So I am going to be putting a course together in the next couple weeks to be able to help out the community. It is going to be a paid course, but it is going to be an affordable paid course. I know that our community is on a fixed income, and that is my biggest concern, is being able to help our community at an affordable rate. So I assure you, it will not be ungodly expensive like a lot of the courses out there when it comes to being content creators on any platform. I have actually been researching these courses myself just to see how they're structured, what they cost, and what you get from them. And some of them honestly disappoint me. I have seen some of them that range anywhere from $300 up to $3,000. And I'm sorry, but there is no one out there that I am going to pay $3,000 to learn about YouTube. No way in hell. I would not expect anyone. I don't even care if you've got money flowing left and right. I would not expect any person to pay $3,000 to learn about YouTube, because there is no guarantees on your success because of those courses. They all have the same disclaimer. Excuse me. No one can guarantee that you're going to have a blowout channel, that you're going to be ultra successful and have 1 million viewers and subscribers and making 5-figure income in weeks or months. No one can guarantee that, not even YouTube. And it irritates me to see people that actually market their courses that expensive for creating YouTube content. I have been doing tutorials and how-tos for free for a very long time. I haven't made a single cent off of any of my content. This course will be the first time that I plan on charging a little bit, because it is going to take me hours and days to put everything together to be able to give to you in this course. I myself have been, this past 10 months, tirelessly learning about the YouTube algorithm and the do's and don'ts and what works and what doesn't work, and doing all kinds of tests so you don't have to. Oh, I seen a hashtag there, so let me get to this. Hashtag feed the duck.
Cute.
Alright, I know I'm getting behind on comments, so let me see here. Does it hurt to learn from others? Just don't copy them. Exactly. And even then, you can copy them to an extent. Now, blatantly ripping off somebody word for word and stuff like that, that is no. Don't do that. Do not take somebody else's content and steal it. If you're going to use somebody else's content as your format for a live stream or a video, you should at least give a shout out to that person you got the information from to be able to make that content at the very minimum. If you don't, it's kind of bogue if you don't. Now, I'm not going to lie. Some of my ideas are things that were suggested to me. Some of the ideas are things that I have seen myself for different content types. And that was what inspired some of these things on the list. Now, are they word for word the exact same thing from the other content creators? No. There is a very fine line on what you should and should not do when it comes to copying another content creator. I was gonna start up consult a deaf dude. Well, I don't know how well that might work, but it probably could be a good idea, Danny. Honestly. Let's see here. Chat's moving a little bit quick. So, where is it? There we are. Question. I noticed when trying to search for Nikki's channel, the blind kitchen, it won't show up. How come? And okay. For the first question is, you noticed that you were searching for Nikki's channel, The Blind Kitchen, and it wouldn't show up. That has a couple things to do with it. 1, how many videos do you have on it? 2, how many subscribers do you have on it? 3, how many other people have the same name? How many keywords do you have in your description for your video, and tags that are used for your channel as well as on the individual video? That is one of the downfalls with the YouTube algorithm. If you don't have a lot on it, it's not going to show up right away. It is going to recommend people that have similar content or similar names first. The more you get onto it, the for content wise, tag wise, subscriber wise, the more likely it is going to get pushed up into the search list. For instance, um, both of you have changed your channel name a couple times. You went from the nerdy lady to divided by sight. That changed the algorithm for YouTube for your searchability because you were known by one name, now you're known by another, so it's resetting more or less the algorithm to be able to show your content. You then changed from divided by sight to Lauren dash divided by sight. That again resets the algorithm because it is a secondary search engine to Google. Google owns YouTube. Google is the #1 search engine on the internet, and YouTube is second. The more you change, the more you have within your content, the more it's going to refresh into the algorithm system. This is why it is very important to do your keyword research, like I have been doing, to be able to put those keywords within your description at the top of your description, within your About Me section, within your tags. Anything that you can do to increase your searchability is going to help you go up higher on the list. And then your watch time is going to play a factor in this as well. If you make a specific video that will say, for instance, you did the video not too long ago on making the pumpkin cheesecake. We'll hypothetically say you made that pumpkin cheesecake and you got all of 10 views and that was it. Okay. Those 10 views, yes, it is views, but say somebody else out there made something the exact same and they got 50 views. That video and that creator are going to be higher on the YouTube ranking than you are. So you would have to have more information within your description. You would have to increase your watch time and subscribers in order to beat out that other creator. Question. How do you get your video to show up in your searches, not showing for the blind kitchen? Okay, pretty much the same question that your sister just asked. And it is complicated because there are millions of creators here on the platform. Not all of us have the same exact titles and things like that, but searchability is one thing that it takes a lot to do. For the longest time, I have been doing keyword research on Google. I do keyword research here on YouTube. And the more of those keywords that you can use for your tags and within your description, the more likely you're going to be found. Hey, cousin, how's it going, Elo? Thank you for joining us. Yes, exactly, Michael. If you only have 3 subscribers and 5 videos so far, it is going to rank low on YouTube. If you have TubeBuddy by chance, you can go into your TubeBuddy and go into the keyword research section on there. In fact, let me pull it up real quick. and sign into mine, and I can actually show you here. Okay. Where is it? The search rank tracking. There we are. That's what I was looking for. If you go into, if you have the pro version or higher anyway, you will be able to do some research there, and it will actually show you where you rank within YouTube. So I'll share my screen here. All right, now you can see here, I'm on TubeBuddy, and I'm in the search rank tracking, and it's just underneath the launch pad, and you go to that, and then you go to keywords to track, type in all the keywords you can think of related to your topic, whether you're doing kitchen stuff, making specific dishes, whether you want to track for stuff related to the blind community, whatever your keywords are, you put them into the keyword tracking tool here, and then you go to the ranking reports and generate a ranking report, and it will tell you exactly where you rank on YouTube for your keywords. For example, some of my keywords include blind author, because the three of us are all writers. Blind budget, because I did that budgeting worksheet for everybody. Blind business, just to see how many others out there might be interested in that kind of a topic. Blind coaching and consulting, blind entrepreneur, blind financial, blind issues, blind musician, blind problems, blind questions, blind technology, blind writer, blind and VIP, brand deals, you name it. You take an individual word or a combination of words, you put it in the tracking tool, and then get a ranking report. And then once you do your ranking report, and I'll generate one here. Must upgrade your current license. Must be I have to go up to the next license period. That's alright though. I actually have my old reports, because I have been doing so much different stuff. Hey Greg, how's it going? Long time no see. Exactly. And you really don't need to include them specifically into the title. Like, for instance, we have some people within the community who are doing the hashtag thing, and they're just putting the hashtags in their actual video title, and that's not going to help you any. When you do hashtags, they need to be in your description at the very bottom. If you take your title and then put in hashtag blind VIP, for instance, in your actual title, it's just going to show it as regular text. But if you go into your actual description of your video to the very bottom underneath everything, and put in hashtag blind kitchen, hashtag blind VIP, hashtag your channel name, whatever you want to use for a hashtag. If you put that in the bottom of your description, YouTube will actually automatically take that hashtag from the bottom of your description and put it at the top of your title. Not only is it automatically put at the top of your title, but it then becomes a clickable resource. Somebody can click on that hashtag within that title, and it will pull them to every video on YouTube that has that hashtag within it. You could also have that as a search on Google. You could go to Google, do a hashtag search for whatever it is, and it will pull up those videos with that hashtag associated to it. You can use as many hashtags as you want to. Now, you can use as many as you want, but it's not going to shrink them down to put them all in the top of your video header, but it will at least put the top like 4 or 5 of them, depending on how long they are, at the top of your title. Yes, exactly, Danny. Try to look at it as a user rather than a content creator. And that is one of the struggles as a content creator is we're always thinking about what can I do for making it so people will find me. What you need to think about is what is the viewer looking for? For me, for instance, my first series of videos that I started doing was hashtag blind problems and blind questions, things not to ask the blind, things the blind are going to ask the sighted. Uh, these are all things that the sighted community might be interested in getting our perspective or learning more about us. So rather than just saying, uh, these are the blind problems or whatever, I not only have it as a keyword in the description, but it's also a hashtag at the bottom of the description. That way it's more searchable as well as in the title. Um, that was why I have the hashtag CABG rant time for the other channel. There is a number of ways to be able to increase your searchability. This is why you will hear every single influencer on YouTube talk about SEO. And SEO is search engine optimization. And that is the number one thing that you as a content creator need to do in order to become easier to find. If you're not going to use keywords and phrases like that to make it easier to be found, you will not get pushed up into the rankings on Google or on YouTube. And that is going to be something that I cover a great deal of within my course. They don't show the publication date, but they do say when it was released to the public. For instance, it will say 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. In some cases, there's a lot of creators who don't actually take the time and put into their description when uploading when it was done. Hey, Just Samson, bruh, what's going on? Yes, you could use Google to discover top search terms too. Um, there is a couple different ways you can use Google to find your keyword research. Some of you, like Lauren and Nikki, like I said, you've seen my keywords that I was using for TubeBuddy. Those are some of the same keywords that I just did my research for the business course. And I was using Google to find the answers, but I was actually using a paid plugin as well to find out even more about them. It's telling me the search volume for those specific words, how much that word or, excuse me, that phrase is valued at, cost per click. And some of them keywords can be searched quite a bit. Some of them are not searched at all. And if they are searched, they are very minuscule and don't have a good cost per click rate. And the cost per click is what a company would actually pay per click from somebody viewing that specific keyword. If they were to approach you, for instance, and want to do a brand deal or a sponsorship and wanted you to use specific keywords, that is how much the company would have to pay for that click. I got poop. Where's the remote? Crap. That's funny right there, Greg. Yeah, you can do keyword research on Google itself in the regular search. You can also go to Google Trends and check there as well, because it will tell you whether or not that keyword is on an increase, a decrease, or whether it's flatlined, or whether if it's being used at all. In order to find out a lot of that information, you can do it for free that way, or you can actually use keywords everywhere, and it will give you more in depth on the last 30 days or longer, depending on the period that you want to look at. It is a paid service for getting the volume and cost per click information, but they do also have a free version as well, but you just don't get as much detail to that version as you would the paid version. And depending on how many credits you want, depends on the price. I paid $10 for 100,000 credits, and I do believe I've used close to 5 to 6,000 credits so far, and I've searched around 100 words or key phrases. It's helpful, but it is very time consuming, and the plugin itself is not all that accessible per se. It is one of them wonderful things that is very, very bright and hard to see, even with the high contrast theme. If you need keyword research done and you don't want to do it that way, you can hit me up within our consulting crew group and I can assist you with that as well. Because it is very time consuming and it is hard on the eyes, because I myself struggle with it, and that's why I only do so much at a time. Yes, it is definitely a good service to have. Yep. I was actually considering that myself, Lauren, was doing keyword research for those that needed it. Because I know how to work it now, I can actually do the research and put it into a file format that is going to be usable for everybody. Currently, it exports into a CSV file, which is comma separated value, and my laptop doesn't open that kind of folder because I don't have the program, but it is able to be opened by Google and turned into a Word doc or a spreadsheet, which makes it a lot more accessible and easy to work with. Some of the other things that you can do, by chance, if you did not see my video this morning that I released, well, I did it this morning because I kind of was having tech issues a little bit yesterday and working on the new hard drive and everything, so I did it this morning. LibreOffice. I will have to check that out, Michael. Thank you. Gotta love having the quarantine fam around. They offer great value. The benefits of networking, friends. The benefits of networking. If you don't know something, you can always put it out there that you don't, and you could possibly get some help from those that you know. Just Sampson and Michael Mann Bras are from the Quarantine Fam with Pat Flynn, and they've been a great help over these last 10 months for me doing things online and doing research and assisting me with finding alternatives for things that are free compared to using the expensive paid versions. So, the power of networking as a content creator is a must, in my opinion. The more you know on YouTube for content creators, the more likely you're going to find a solution to your problem. Yes, coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. Is that the Google Resource Council, Andrew? What are you talking about, Danny? Are you talking about keywords everywhere? Yep. Coffee, 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 coffee. Gotta have the coffee. I would probably die if I did not have coffee. But yeah, there's also answerthepublic.com. That is another free resource. Unfortunately, I do believe Answer the Public has a daily limit. Yes, it is. Answerthepublic.com is another good keyword resource. You can type in a word or a key phrase, and it will give you a massive ton of other related things to that keyword. Like you could type in, for instance, blind, And when you do that word, it will come back with why do the blind, how do the blind, what is the blind, and where is, and everything else. It just puts everything into a gigantic structured list of that keyword with other things associated to it. The downfall, as I said, is it is limited. If you do the free version, I do believe you get 3 keywords per day that you can do, but that's 3 keywords with an ass ton, a metric ass ton of answers right back for you. So you might be slow in the aspect of how many words you can do or how many phrases you can do in a day, but it is well worth it going the slower route that way because it gives you a ton, and I mean a ton of results. It does have a paid version, but I myself don't see a reason to pay for it when you can do 3 keywords a day and get literally hundreds and hundreds of answers per section. Yeah, I know you damn teas over there talking about chocolate chip cookies. You're a tease. Now I want cookies and I can't have a damn cookie. Telling you, you need to figure out a way to like teleport some of them through the computer, through the camera, something. I'm just saying. As David and Loria would say over on the live streaming pros, you know the rules. If you're going to talk about cookies or donuts, you're supposed to bring enough for everybody. Let's see. What was the other one that they've mentioned? Karma and Pat have talked about a few other different places that you can go for keyword research besides Keywords Everywhere and Answer the Public. Reddit.com was another one because you can look on there for subjects in that specific keyword and be able to find out more information. Quora is another one. Yes, thank you, Samson. Uber Suggest. That's another great tool for keyword search. Google Keyword Planner. See, this is what I was saying. I was drawing a blank, and Samson's right there with the answers. Google Ads Display Planner. Yep. See, Demand's got the answers right there. Thank you, Samson. Greatly appreciated. You can drown a troll in a coffee too. Yes, you can. Best way to take care of your troll is to drown them in coffee. You could. You definitely could learn. If you can get onto a regular schedule for doing your baking videos and giving that value of ways to bake and tips and tricks that you've learned or the two of you have learned to be able to bake, especially as visually impaired, I could see you actually getting that going and being successful because, yes, you have that other channel out there about cooking without seeing, but I don't see them having the content that our community would want. I also don't see them with the ability to interact or socialize the way that we do. Because I notice you on multiple channels. You're always in the live streams and not only participating and engaging with the host, but you're also engaging with the other content creators and viewers, offering insight and asking questions. And those are all things that will actually help you with growing your channel and your audience base and your know, like, and trust factor with others in the community on YouTube as well. Greg, if you need help, hit me up either on our consulting crew group or within the mastermind group, and we can figure out a way to get you some help. Yep. Have you heard or anything back from MaxiAids.com yet, or have you tried to message them about the products that they have there and doing an affiliate or sponsorship or just seeing about um, what other products they might have that would be beneficial for you? That might be another route to go as well. Um, I know you're still having the website issue, but I'm thinking we might be able to actually get that taken care of. I will hit you up on that in a little while because I'm doing a little bit of research to see what all it would entail for me to help you with it, but we can definitely chat about doing the website thing as well. Oh, see, now look what you started, Lauren. Now you got Michael making cookies. Man, you all with your damn cookie. This is not fair. Just Samson SEM Rush has a free trial. Word Tracker Scout. Thank you, Samson, with the extra suggestions. Alright, awesome. At least you reached out, because now that you've reached out, that at least gets you on their radar. They may not say yes right away. They could be another one of them companies, kind of like Target was with me. I wanted to inquire about the Target affiliate program because I was hoping that it would be simple like the Amazon program. Get a hold of them, meet minimal amount of requirements, show them the stats for YouTube, get an affiliate. No, not that simple. A lot of these companies, from what I have been seeing, require that you actually do have your own website with a lot of traffic in order to be a part of the associates or affiliate or partner programs that they have. So even if they say no right now, it might be a yes in the near future because they will actually pay attention to you now that you are on their radar. All right, so we are at the top of the hour. So if you have any more questions, real quick, please feel free to drop them into the live chat and I will answer them before we close out today's show. If you need any help with anything, let me know. Yeah, I definitely learned that, Samson, because I hit up Target just to inquire about what it was that they would need for the associates program there. And when the representative finally responded to me like 5 days later, they pretty much told me I could apply, but I'd be wasting my time. They're like, unless you have your own website and at least 1,000 people or more a month visiting, there's no likelihood of getting to their program. So that's one reason I have been trying to work on my website and get everything set up, is because I hope, besides the value I provide here and the value I'm going to be providing on the website, that it will generate enough traffic and resources and value for everybody to be able to increase my likelihood of being able to have more chances with the other companies. Hey, Vidal the Blind Reader, how are you? Um, I don't know a whole lot per se myself about the Amazon program for the affiliates, but from what I understand is you apply to them, you let them know what kind of traffic you have to your YouTube channel, and if you can meet their requirements of being family friendly and providing links to your viewers to send them over to Amazon, you'll make a commission. Now, unfortunately, thanks to this whole pandemic, the rate of commission has actually dropped quite a bit, considering everything that's happened this year. They went from between like 3% to 10%, depending on the affiliate and the program and services that you are offering for your viewers. And now the average is 3 to 5% maximum commission per item or service that you offer. They do have a small list of requirements traffic wise, and your content needs to be family friendly, where I am not always family friendly, so I don't see me being on the program, because I tend to be unfiltered, and I don't like to censor myself, and I don't like seeing others censor themselves either, just to make a platform happy. Really? You're like super lucky, Michael, because the ones that I know this year have been affiliates are like, some of them have been on there for a couple years, a few of them have been on for only a few months, and they were kicked right back off because they did not have enough traffic flow for their links to Amazon. Amazon, apply, move traffic, get paid, or apply, don't move traffic, get dropped. Yep, exactly, Samson. That's pretty much what I've been hearing from people myself this year is they thought that they had the traffic, but Amazon pulled their accounts down because they weren't getting enough. Amazon has low commission, but has more volume than any others. Target and Walmart are good once you get them going. Yep, I can totally understand that. Me, no car. I haven't drove in, let's see, just turned 35, so, 11 years. Damn, time flies. Hard to believe it's been 11 years already. But yeah, Vidal, they don't have too many complicated restrictions or requirements for Amazon. It's fairly simple. The approval process, on the other hand, can be a little bit grueling. I have heard of people applying, and some of them get approved within a couple of days, where some of the others could take up to 2 to 3 months. It all depends, especially now with Amazon and the whole situation that we're all in right now. The approval rate does vary. It's no different than like the YouTube partner program. It could get approved overnight, it could take a few weeks. Yes, there are plenty of ways to make income, Vidal. With being on SSI, for us, it is going to be a lot harder. Because of being on SSI, the restrictions that we have for being on disability are very strict. Um, I just talked to an attorney this past week because I have been wanting to do the same thing myself to be able to get off of disability, and the attorneys really didn't offer me any help. I've been recommended a few different ways I could possibly get around these restrictions. I asked the attorney about it, and they pretty much shot down everything I was suggested and said that either way I would still be stuck on the same restrictions no matter what. And unfortunately, from my own personal experience with SSI, though they tell us we have the ability to make a substantial amount of money as blind individuals on SSI, in the past, every time I have made money, anywhere from $100 and up, every time I have been punished. So if you want to make an income, you are going to have to figure out a alternative way than compared to the standard. If you want to join us over on Facebook in the consulting crew group or the hangout group, then we can talk a little bit more about that there. I don't want to say too much on live streams just for legal reasons, but we can definitely chat about some of the different alternatives and workarounds that there are possibilities for us. And we can chat about that. If you're not by chance on Facebook, you can always hit me up on any of the other social media channels. I am on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and everything else. Just look for Consult a Blind Guy or Consult Blind Guy. And you can hit me up there. Join us in the Facebook group if you're on there. And we can chat more about some of the alternative ways that you could go about that. Going direct. Was a supplement company in Utah, and it was good for a couple $1,000 a month by itself. Just got to reach out and find the right company. Yes. I am actually hoping to be doing something like that myself here in the near future. Yep, you can also check out my list, as Lauren's saying. There is a list of 10 ways you can make income to get off of disability. Now, I'm not saying any of them are going to be easy, but that is a possibility. I am actually working on developing series 2 of that, which will have more alternative ways of making income. Yeah, you could definitely do that, Michael. That's one thing that I have noticed a great deal of traffic for on this channel now is I've done product reviews of things I've bought off of Amazon myself and given my opinion. I've actually even used my videos to go on Amazon for my product review instead of just typing everything out. And it has actually driven quite a bit of traffic from Amazon to my channel just for people to see what I had to say about the product. Because not only do I give my honest opinion of good products, but the products that I get in are either defective or falsely advertised. I do as well as consumer warnings so people will not waste their time or money on certain products as well. And I don't even get a commission off of none of it. It would be nice, but hey, Archer, what's going on, bro? Okay, well, seeing how we're getting more traffic in before I close out today's stream, I will wait a few minutes here. And see what we have for more questions or comments. Yes, it can definitely be tricky for SSDI too. That's the unfortunate part for me is I am on both SSI and SSDI, unfortunately, and that's what I'm hoping to eventually replace here in the near future, if at all possible, because I am working my ass off to be able to get off of disability. Yes, the SSA does want to be in everything. Whether you realize it or not, with us being on disability, whether it is SSI or SSDI, when we started receiving our benefits and you signed on the paperwork stating that you wanted to be on supplemental security or disability income, you actually gave the Social Security Administration the right to look at your bank account every single month. So the instant that they see that you have a deposit in your account, if they feel that it is too much, they will actually cut your benefits. If you even so much as get anywhere from $50 in your bank account and they feel it was earned income, they can cut your benefits and take that $50 from you straight from your benefits, and you're stuck right where you're at with the 50 you got. So you're not really increasing your income at all. In some cases, they might even determine that that $50 or whatever the amount is earned and actually entirely cut your benefits off. I myself have been cut down to $10 a month for a 9-month period to get increased back to my full benefits for a month, and then dropped right back down to $10 again for another 9 months. So you have to be very careful when it comes to dealing with Social Security and earning income. Even though the government, the IRS, this month, at the end of the month, is supposed to be increasing the SGA or substantial gains agreement for us in the disabled community, I still don't entirely trust that system because they still punish you. And the substantial gains is broken into two parts, one for the blind and one for the non blind. If you are blind, they say, the IRS says, that you are supposed to be able to have a total income starting at the new year of $2,190, and that's it. Anything over that $2,190 after the beginning of this year, and you'll get punished. But as I said in the past, I've made only a few dollars and been punished. So you have to be very, very, very careful because they will screw you over any which way they possibly can. That's actually what I'm trying to find somebody to do right now for me, Samson. Unfortunately, I don't have cool family and friends like that. um, if I had somebody I immediately trusted around me that I could do that for me, I would be in a heartbeat. But unfortunately, the majority of my relatives do not think that I am capable of doing anything or making money from my content or anything in that sense. So it's not like they're going to help me. And the ones that might be able to help me, I still have to talk to and see if they're actually willing to, because of the whole tax situation with the accounts and everything else. You can get another bank account, Danny, but your ID number, your social security number here in the US is actually affixed to all your accounts. So you could go open a bank account, but they'll still find out that you have it because of your social security number. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying, Archer. I'm busting my ass. I'm still doing anywhere from 16 to 20 hours a day working on stuff to be able to further my knowledge and experience and help people to hopefully be able to get off of disability. Let's see. What I find interesting is that SSI supposedly has a work incentive program. Yeah, they have the ticket to work, but they actually punish you for it. Yep, exactly, Vidal. Exactly. When I first started getting disability, oh shit, what, we're 2021 in a matter of a couple weeks. So, 16, yeah, 16 years ago when I first started, they wanted me to do the ticket to work. And they told me back then that I would be able to make approximately $230 a week in take home pay, and I would not be punished. I then actually went to an appointment, spoke with the representative at the local office, and they told me that I wouldn't even be able to make the 230 bring home. That would be gross. And I would only be allowed to bring home approximately $150 a week without punishment. So that means that I would have had a chance back then at 150 a week. And where are you going to find a job to make $150 a week bring home? Delivering the newspaper, maybe working at like a Burger King for a few hours, and that's it. That and they're still not going to allow you to make that money without some kind of loss, because for every dollar that you make, they actually retract from your benefits. So we'll say if we went back to when I first started getting a SSI alone and I got $600, for every dollar I would have made back then, if I brought home 150, I would have actually been cut on my benefits down to 450, because that $150 that I just made will actually get removed from your benefits and you replace it with the money you made from working. So you're stuck right at that same amount of income of $600. And that is one of the biggest struggles that I still see with our community, is that they still have that same structure of whatever you make, they'll remove from your benefits. You have what you earn from working, and you're still at approximately the same amount of income each month. Yep, I I know what you're talking about, Greg, because that's what I was just in the process of trying to do myself, was form my own LLC, and it's the same thing. I would have the same requirements here of not only would I have to detail everything I do for working, I would have to detail the expenses, my income from those tasks or resources coming in for revenue. You have to detail the meetings that you have every month, whether you're a single person or if you're a multi person company. And you have to do meeting minutes and all that good shit. It's ridiculous. Excuse me. Yeah. The last few times I've actually gone out to find a job, I get told the same thing. I'm overqualified. I have too much experience to be a retail worker. I have too much experience to be a telemarketer. My eyesight doesn't allow me to be at the fire department no more. My eyesight no longer allows me to be at the Marine Corps office no more. Nothing. Everywhere I have gone has been pretty much the same answer. Either you can't because you can't see, or you have too much experience. And I would give anything to go back to the Marine Corps, because recruiting others to go into the service was cakework. And I'm dead serious. Me doing recruiting was fucking simple. I would recruit and actually have people signed up an average, an average of 20 people a week that were qualified and capable of joining the military. Now I can't do what I love to do. Yes, having too much experience is seriously a thing. Yeah, nope. They don't do a safety net. No matter, because they have permission to see what you get in your bank account if you do direct deposit, and even if you don't have direct deposit and you get an actual physical check, or before all this shit happened, you could get a physical check because they're starting to do everything digital, but you are required here to report all income within 10 days of receiving it. If you do not report it, if it's not direct deposit, then you will lose your benefits, because if you get a physical check and you don't report it and they find out about it come tax time, you lose your benefits for the amount that they overpaid you. If you have direct deposit, they will see it and they will still rely on you to report it, just for some stupid reason. They still want you to actually let them know, even though they already know. That way, if you don't, then they can nail you for fraud as well because you didn't report it. Yes, exactly, Michael. Failure report is a no-no. That's the wonderful government for you, Danny, is they've got an ass ton of restrictions. And it's not cool because as far as I'm concerned, they are way overstepping their bounds. I understand that they need to know certain aspects, but they push it to an entirely difficult level of being able to do anything. I honestly believe that our government has these restrictions in place because they would rather keep us on disability to have more control over us rather than making us independent. They would rather see us be reliant on them and underneath their thumb rather than seeing us be successful, do things to be able to get off of that income. All right, Samson, thanks for joining us, bro. See you in the morning on the income stream. Yeah, the bureaucracy is freaking crazy. Exactly, Greg. That's the same. Yep. I totally agree with that statement. If they would just let us do what we need to be able to get off the income, it would be a lot better. But they don't want us to do that. They want to keep their nose up our asses and hound us about, well, what are you doing? Oh, you're making a few bucks? Well, cool. Now we can take money from you. Because it's like, well, if you can make that money, that means you don't need us. No, it's not we don't need you. We want to get away from you. And the only way we can do that is if you let us make a few bucks. But they don't like it. But that's why I am working as much as I am lately on learning everything I possibly can for business resources to be able to help our community out so we can accomplish this goal of getting off of disability. Because I know damn well I'm not the only one. That's obvious right here. There's at least 3 of you right now in the chat that I know for a fact are tired of being on disability. And that's why I have been investing in all of the online courses from the different influencers and different companies out there that have business relations that will help us understand ways that we can make income to get off of disability. And that's why I said in my video series, 410 ways to make income to get off of disability. It's not going to be easy. It is going to require some work. It is going to require some workarounds in some cases. But eventually, that task is actually achievable. But it's going to take a lot of work. Yes, exactly. It's job security for them. The more people that they know are on disability and supplemental security, the more those people know that they're going to have to stay working for the government, making their nice paychecks and sitting on their ass on them nice gushy chairs, pushing numbers and answering phone calls. Because those caseworkers are guaranteed that they're going to have a job the more people are on disability. There are companies out there that will hire the blind. I don't have the list in front of me right now, but if you join us in the community on Facebook or hit me up on one of the social media channels, I can let you know, because there is a few of them out there that will hire the blind. Now, there is some of them in the situation where they will hire you, but it all depends on the experience you already have to be able to get that job. In some cases, I've heard of the companies wanting people that are low vision, that have some low vision or higher functioning low vision to be able to complete certain tasks or have experience with typing or something. It all depends on your level of eyesight and your experience in order to get hired. But there are a lot of companies out there who will actually hire people like us. Exactly, Danny. That's what I'm trying to work towards. Because I know that if between all of us, just in our community here on YouTube and in the Facebook group, between all of us, we have a crap ton of experiences in different fields. I myself, I've spent 8 years of Marine Corps recruiting in training for combat situations, even though I'll never get to go to combat. I spent 3 years as a firefighter and first responder. So I could either take a life or save a life. That gives me the experience to be a security guard if I wanted to be somewhere. But because I'm low vision, they don't really want that. However, I know of a casino that I could go to and make $60,000 a year for being a security supervisor, but I don't drive. So I can't take that job because I don't drive. If I could still drive, I'd be gone. I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube content. I would be up at the casino being a supervisor, playing Overwatch, and making sure people don't screw up on their jobs for security. That sucks. Yeah, we can definitely chat on the group Videl and we can figure out some of the other resources out there because there are companies that will hire totally blind as well. I can understand that sentiment, Greg. The only thing is with you losing your fixed income that you have, is it going to put you at risk of not paying your utilities and things like that? Are you still going to be able to survive if they choose to cut you off if you're not making that amount at your LLC in the meantime? Exactly, Danny. Yeah, they don't want us working from home, but now they've got everybody working from home and they still don't want us working from home. It sucks. That would be interesting. Who was it? I had heard a while back that somebody within our community worked for Amazon, but I don't remember exactly what job it was for Amazon that they did. I'll have to put the word out and find out who it was again, because I know somebody did. All right, let's see here. But yeah, if you want to, Vidal, hit me up in Facebook on the group for our community, and I can share a list in there of resources for the companies that I do know of that do hire for the blind. There's trying to remember because they were something I heard from the couple different nonprofits as well as from another content creator. But we can definitely, I'll post that resource within the group. And like I said, if you're not on Facebook, I am on all social media, so you can find me on there, and I can also hit you up and be able to share that resource with you. Nice, Danny. Yeah, I know Amazon's been freaking like going to town with delivery drivers lately, especially with their new Sunday delivery stuff that they got going on now. Seeing and hearing them everywhere. But we are now approaching the 2 hour mark. So I do believe I am going to head out for the night, and then uh, I will be back here on Thursday for our usual Why Do You Do What You Do stream. Yeah, customer support jobs would be nice for us because we could definitely handle doing that. It'd be no different than sitting at our computers now. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know much about the web development. That would be more along Michael Mann's field of expertise there. Damn. FedEx must be doing a lot of shipping lately to have to be using U-Haul trucks. But you know, they're getting all the business instead of the post office. Post office is getting privatized slowly but surely. I haven't had a regular job in oh close to 12 years because I quit volunteering in 2008. I should say I didn't quit. I was forced to quit. I was retired in 2008, unfortunately. But I am going to close down our stream for today, and we can pick up this conversation within our community group on Facebook. Or if you're not on Facebook, you can always hit me up on any of the other social media channels: TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, yeah. There's just, I'm like everywhere. And you're either going to find me underneath Consult a Blind Guy or Consult Blind Guy due to the character limits on the platforms. You can always find those links here on my YouTube channel as well as in the description of the videos. They're also on the header of my channel and the About section of the channel as well. For those of you who are watching on the replay, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below in the comments section. If you could, please put question in all caps. It makes it a lot easier for me to be able to see and differentiate from regular comments and questions. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more. And don't forget to smash that like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. It helps the algorithm to get out to more of our community members. It also helps you stay updated on the latest as well, because of YouTube constantly changing the algorithm. If for any reason you do not feel comfortable with asking questions here in the live chat or within the comment section below, you can always email me at andrew@consultblindguy.com, or you can also email me at consult.ablindguy@gmail.com. If you haven't joined us already over on Facebook, it is still named the Consult Blind Guy Hangout group currently, but the name is going to be changed over to the Consult Blind Guy Consulting Crew. Just to make it a little bit better for all of you in the community. It is more your group than it is mine. Hey, I wouldn't want to work for USPS. I saw a thing that the trucks are always bloody blowing up or getting set on fire. Yeah, they you gotta figure though, them post office trucks are freaking the old Jeeps from way back in the day. The majority of them are still from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. They have not been updating or changing any of them damn things in decades. So it's no surprise that the post office is having issues with those. But I want to thank you all again for joining me today. It is greatly appreciated. Greg, the Blind Guy Show, Danny Mac McKenna, Divided by Sight, Vidal, the Blind Reader, Michael Mann, Just Samson, Hey Archer, Kamalaki, Rebecca, I think I got all of you named off. It is greatly appreciated that you joined me today. I hope you have a good evening or day, depending on where you are in the world. And I will be seeing you all in the near future. I will be back on Thursday at our usual time of 6 p.m. Eastern. If you have any questions, need help with anything, please feel free to hit me up by email on any of the social media platforms or join us over on Facebook at the Consult a Blind Guy Hangout group, or soon to be changed to the Consult a Blind Guy Consulting Crew group. Until the next time, I hope you have a good one. Stay safe, stay warm, and peace out until the next time.